días. Bienvenidos a Noticias de España hoy. That means good morning and welcome to Spanish News Today. Earlier this week, we tried to contact Vicente Navarro, political scientist and economist at www.socialeurope.eu, to get his take on the labor reforms that are causing so many issues for the economy and employment rates. Although we were not able to speak with him directly, he did issue a statement saying, quote, "What we are seeing in Spain is a dream for conservative forces and have been the dominant forces over the Spanish rate. They are achieving what they always wanted, a reduction of salaries, a frightened labor force, weak labor unions, and the dismantling of the welfare state. And they are doing it under the excuse that there is no alternative. They even say that they do not like to enforce the reforms, but they have to do it because the European authorities force them to do it. These reforms, initially created to fix the issue of high unemployment in Spain, has had the opposite effect. The unemployment rate has risen dramatically since their implementation. All of this is unsurprising. Cuts in wages and lax working conditions would have that effect. We took to social media to get an idea of the general public's thoughts on the reforms. Many expressed frustration. One woman simply said that she was tired of the politics, and one man claimed it was an attack on our future. I have to agree with the public on this. It seems like a strange way to do things if you want to boost the economy. With most unemployment being short-term right now, how can you expect to boost the production? Some people claim that this is what the government intended to do. They said that they have a secret agenda, which Navarro happened to mention in a statement. If they wanted to lower the average wage or spend less on safety in the workplace, then these reforms have done that for them. It makes sense that they would keep it up, if that's what they want. They have done at home what America is trying to do by outsourcing to places like China and India, disregarding the safety of people to save themselves a penny or two. Now on to Andrea.
Gracias, Natalie. Today I am going to talk about some of the festivals here in Spain. Semana Santa or Holy Week was just 3 weeks ago. It is a week-long festival leading up to Easter weekend. The streets come alive with thousands of people, music, processions, and marching bands in a very unique atmosphere. The highlight of the week is the processions of Good Friday, in which floats leave the church at midnight and arcade throughout the night until they reach their final destination, which is the cathedral. Semana Santa is a religious celebration in which Catholics commemorate and mourn the last days of Christ's life and sympathize the grief left by Virgin Mary. During the week, numerous processions take place, consisting of large floats that are paraded along the streets of the city. An upcoming festival is the Fiesta de San Fermín, or the Running of the Bulls. This is Spain's most famous festival.
This is a photo from last year's festival.
Hundreds of thousands of Spanish and international visitors wear white shirts and red bandanas for some serious thrilling event. The bravest line up to engage in a mad dash ahead of rampaging bulls running through narrow cobble streets. The festival lasts from the 6th of July through the 14th. The first bull run is on the 7th at 8 a.m. and the last one is at the same time on the 14th.
As you can see, many people enjoy this festival.
Fiestas are celebrated in honor of San Fermín, patron saint of Navarra. Although the religious aspect would have seemed to have taken on a secondary role over the last few years, nowadays the fiestas are seen as a mass gathering of people from all corners of the world, and where the partying, the fun, and the joy of all are the most outstanding ingredients. Festivals here in Spain are all public. They are a citywide celebration.
Gracias, Andrea, for that interesting story on Spain's festivals. Hola everyone, my name is Cristal Espinosa and I'm here to inform you with Spain's climate and geography. Currently in Madrid, the capital de España,
This is a sunset view of the capital.
the weather is at a high of 19 degrees and a low of 10 degrees, partly sunny. Tomorrow will be partly sunny and nice, with a high of 21 degrees and a low of 10 degrees. The climate in Spain is temperature with hot summers, cold winters, inland and cloudy, cool summers and cool winters, along with the coast. Madrid is located inland in the center of Spain and has an average January low temperatures of 37 degrees Fahrenheit and July average high of 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, most of Spain's area is located in southwestern Europe, with the mainland of the country that is south of France and the Pyrenees Mountains and east of Portugal, the land area that makes Spain the second largest country in Europe behind France. Most of the topography of Spain consists of flat plains and are surrounded by rugged, undeveloped hills. The highest point of Spain's the highest point in Spain is located in the Cairney Islands with Pico de Tida at 12,198 feet high. Thank you for today's news, and I'll pass it on to Amy.
Hola, me llamo Amy y bienvenida. That means my name is Amy, and welcome. Let's travel across the globe to Spain, shall we? 7 years ago, there was a disastrous property crash in Spain involving the central bank located in Madrid. Now, finally, the recovery process is starting to speed up. This year's growth, which is 2.8%, would end up doubling last year's growth rate. This growth rate is the fastest that has ever been seen since 2008. The Bank of Spain has also said that the unemployment rate should drop to 22.2% by the end of 2015. Only 2 years ago, the unemployment rate was 26.1%. That is a whole 4% more than what it will be. 4 years ago, Spain's central bank was borrowing so much money that Spain was almost forced out of the Eurozone. But now Spain is getting paid to borrow money, which is a major change for Spain. Spain is seeing such a great change involving their central bank and the steps in the recovery processes.
Hi again. Right now I will be telling you about Spanish food culture. In Spain, most people will eat an early breakfast, lunch around 2, and dinner at around 8. This is very different from the US. Spanish food consists of a lot of seafood, bread, rice, and beans. Some traditional dishes are paella, which is different kinds of seafood mixed together with rice. Another common dish is gazpacho. This is like a tomato soup, but thicker and mixed with bread and ice. A famous dessert is arroz con leche. This is what the dish looks like, which translates into rice with milk. Today I will be teaching you how to make this simple dish at home. First, you will need 1 cup of long grain white rice, 1 8-ounce can of condensed milk, 2 cups of water, 4 cups of milk, 2 cinnamon sticks, and lastly 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. When you have all your ingredients, first you are going to want to cook the rice with the 2 cups of water and add the cinnamon. When you notice it is starting to boil, you are going to reduce the heat to medium. Then stir until it is dry. Next, add 4 cups of milk. Keep stirring when you are adding the condensed milk. Let the milk reduce until it is of the consistency you desire. At the end, when it is cooled, you add the ground cinnamon, or when you are ready to serve it. And then you're all done. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time. Adios.